All right, so today we are going to continue the correction of sentences that we started in the previous class, and I'm going to share screen here so you can have a look at the sentences. We've done 22 of them, I think. Yeah, and try and tell me the answers as and when the right answer pops into your mind. And as much as possible, refrain from giving the answer. Let not the same person always give the answers. Even if you know the answer, I think you can pause for 2 seconds to see if somebody else has an answer. If not, you can unmute yourself and give me the answer. All right. Are you a man I got this letter from? Anyone can spot the error here? Are you
Are you the man I got this letter?
All right, are you the man? Right, very good. So when you are specifically referring to a person by giving a description or some sort of a reference to that person, then you generally use the specific article or the definite article the. So are you the man I got this letter from? A means any, the means specific. Wanted a confidential secretary knowing shorthand and
Excuse me,
typing.
ma'am.
Yes,
Excuse me, ma'am. Someone is asking me to tell you to join her. Purti Agarwal.
let me see.
Yes, ma'am. I'm still getting those messages.
I don't have any notification here by which I can admit them. I don't have. Ask them to use the email ID or join in as a guest. I think
Okay.
as a guest maybe they can. Okay. Yeah. Wanted a confidential secretary knowing shorthand and typing. Any answer?
I'm not a short.
Shorthand, like
Want
short
a
forms. That's a type of typing. You use a typewriter. Journalists generally use shorthand. They learn it because they want to make notes of certain meetings they are attending or certain conferences, and they use certain symbols. They use certain symbols so that they don't have to write out the whole word. That is shorthand. You can look it up on Google, but that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
maybe we can say, want a confidential secretary who knows shorthand and typing.
wanted a confidential secretary.
Want a confidential secretary who
Want
knows
no
shorthand and typing.
no.
Wanted a confidential secretary who knows type, shorthand and typing.
Who knows
Ma'am,
shorthand?
may I
Yes. 1 minute, let me
wanted
comment
a
on that.
confidential
Just a second, hold on. Wanted a confidential secretary who knows shorthand and typing is okay, but then you need to come to one more place where there is also an error. All right, you changed knowing to who knows. Fine. I mean, even here, I
Ma'am,
won't pin this as the perfect correction, but still you're close to at least one part of the correction. Yeah. Yes.
Ma'am, can it be wanted a confidential secretary who knew shorthand and typing?
It's precisely the sort of the same thing that was just mentioned, but the error lies somewhere else.
Ma'am, want a confidential secretary who knows shorthand and typing.
But wanted is what is printed in the advertisements of the newspaper. So this is taken from a newspaper advertisement.
Ma'am,
And
you'll skip the A. You'll remove the A. Wanted confidential secretary.
so if I want just one, I will use A, right? And the word secretary is a noun. It has to have an article before it. And so the A is fine. My screen is being presented, I suppose. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Huh.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I think the error is in confidential. It should be something like confidence.
Confident.
Yes.
What's the meaning of confidential?
Confidential means to keep something secret.
Yeah, so you can't have a secret secretary. Wanted a confident secretary with knowledge of shorthand and typing. I would put that as the answer. Thank you. That is the right answer. So knowing shorthand and typing, I would put it as with knowledge of. How about the next one? The Russia is a great country.
Russia is a great country. There will
Yeah,
be no article or the in the before Russia.
right. Because before names, you don't put the. Proper nouns do not carry an article before them.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Tell me.
Ma'am, uh, but when we use it for USA, we say the USA. So why
Mm,
is it? Is it because it's a vowel U? So that is why we put the.
no.
What is the reason that we put the USA?
Okay. So, though United States, USA stands for United States of America, right? America is the proper noun actually, and the stands for states. The stands for states. Actually, the proper noun is America. So you don't say the America. When you use America, you don't put the before that. But when you say United States of America, then the is actually going in for the word states. And USA is an abbreviation of the whole thing. You
Ma'am, I
understand?
can give an example.
Tell me.
For
Yes,
example, the
ma'am.
Great Britain. So the word "the" is here used for great, not the word Britain. Britain here.
No. There is no the Great Britain. It's only Great Britain.
No, ma'am, it's the Great Britain, I guess, as far as my knowledge is concerned.
Let me Google check it. Just give me a second. Just I would like to
Mhm.
get back to sharing the Google screen. And as you can see here, Great Britain is an island in the North Atlantic Ocean.
Sorry, ma'am, it's actually the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
So then that is the goes for kingdom.
हाँ.
You understand? The goes for kingdom, but the proper name is Britain. That's the proper name. But yes, for kingdom, yeah. All right, let me unshare the screen and go back to the sentences. Okay, Russia is a great country. The Pickwick Papers are a very interesting novel.
The Pickwick Papers is a very interesting novel.
Why do you use is?
Because the Pickwick Papers is just one novel, just one book, not
Okay.
many, and there are used. So R means for many things. So
And what do you think about papers? Papers is singular or plural?
means that's plural, but even if it's just one novel book, so the thing is just a book. So the name of the book is that. So
Right, that's the title of the book. The title of the book can have a plural word, but that doesn't become the point to carry a
plural article
plural
in
verb.
the sentence. Yes.
Right, you are right. So even though the title is plural, the book is a singular. Right, you're right. Neither of them were prepared for the attack.
Miss, none of them was prepared for the attack.
But neither means none, right?
Hmm.
So there's no error in neither.
Neither of them was
Hmm?
prepared for the.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you repeat your answer, please?
Can be neither of them was prepared for the attack.
Neither of them
Was prepared for the attack.
was. Why did you put was instead of were?
Because it's neither of them, so it's
It means neither this one nor that one.
yeah. So you can use it in singular form. Was instead of were.
Yes. Okay, please note here. Thank you. Please note here the words either and neither. Both carry singular verbs. Either of them was prepared or neither of them was prepared. Okay. Either and neither carry singular subjects. Sorry, singular verbs. Because the subject is singular, even if there is more than one person. But if even one of them is not prepared for the attack, the either as well as neither make the subject singular. He decided to quickly leave the house.
He decided to leave the house quickly.
And why is that? Why is it that you picked quickly and put it at the end of the sentence?
Mm. I just found that a little bit in sense. So
Okay, sounds right.
yeah.
He decided to leave the house. Actually, that's how it goes together. And quickly is an adverb. Adverb comes after that. Because if you put quickly in this place, then you are breaking up decided to leave the house. You're breaking up that clause. So that's why in order that the continuity not be broken, the adjective can come in the middle of the clause, but generally an adverb is placed after that. All right. adverb generally is placed after the verb. And in this sentence, the verb is leave. So placing the adverb before the verb is generally not done. So quickly has to come after the adverb leave, because you are describing quickly. You're describing leave. You're adding more meaning to leave. So first you need to mention that word, and then you can add more meaning to it. That's how he decided to leave the house quickly. Will you recommend us a clerk who you think is competent?
Will you recommend us a competent clerk?
But supposing I want to keep it as a complex sentence. See, you've changed from complex to simple. Will you recommend us a competent clerk? That the structurally, grammatically, it's okay, fine. But then I want to keep it as a complex sentence. I only want to correct the error, and there's no error in who is competent. Then how will you change it? Anyone?
Ma'am,
Yes.
can it be, will you recommend us a clerk whom you think is competent?
Whom generally comes where there is a to whom. But then who you think is competent is fine. There's no like to understood there that it has to change it to whom. No.
Ma'am, how about, could you recommend us a clerk who you think is
But then will
competent?
is also fine. No, will is also fine. It's fine to say, will you recommend? Will you do this for me? Could you do this for me? Both are okay. Any other person who's got the answer?
Miss, can it be, will you recommend me a clerk who you think is competent?
But suppose we are a group. Let us say we are partners in a company. And at a meeting, I would like to say us, right? Recommend us, not me,
Right.
because it's all of us who want you to recommend.
Hmm.
Ma'am, can we use a comma after a clerk?
After clerk,
Yeah.
will you recommend us a clerk, comma, who you think is competent? But does that, I mean, does it change the meaning?
No.
Will you recommend us a competent clerk?
But then that's conversion of a complex sentence to a simple sentence. But where is the error, and how is it corrected? And who you think is competent is fine. It's right. No error there.
Ma'am, are there any sentences here without errors?
Sorry, any?
Any sentences here without errors? Or all of them have errors?
Oh, there is an error here. There is an error, yeah. All right, let me give you the answer. If I say, please recommend me to someone, that means tell that Mr. Someone that I am good at work and I would be suitable for the job. Okay. If I say, will you recommend us? That means we are in need of a job and you need to recommend us to somebody. But that's not the case here. We want you to recommend a clerk to us. So will you recommend to us a clerk who you think is competent? Recommend us in the sense, put forward our name to somewhere where vacancy is not yet filled up, but then recommend to us a clerk. So you're recommending a clerk, you're not recommending us. Recommend a clerk to us. That's how it goes. Clear? I mean, does this make sense? Yeah. Next one. Scarcely did I hear the noise, then I ran away. Scarcely did I hear the noise, then I ran away.
Ma'am, scarcely I heard the noise, then I ran away. Kind of.
Scarcely I heard?
Yeah. I heard the noise and then ran away.
No.
No.
Anyone else? If you're just thinking, please keep yourself muted so background noises are avoided, so we don't get to hear them.
Ma'am,
You
I would
have
like
an
to
answer.
try.
Yeah, please.
I did hear the noise, then I ran away scarcely.
No, but what's the meaning of the word scarcely? Scarcely means?
Very little, not too much. A very
means-
slight noise.
No. That's a faint noise. Then you use, no, the scarcely. Anyone who can give me the meaning of scarcely?
Scarcely means barely. Like I did something barely.
Can you explain further? As soon as, scarcely, hardly, all these things are as soon as I heard the noise. I didn't wait for a second, I simply ran away. That's what is the meaning of this sentence. Okay? So, scarcely did I hear the noise, then I ran away. There are two words which
Ma'am, I have
mean...
an
Yes, please.
as soon as I heard the noise. So the word hear will automatically convert into past tense and become heard. So as soon as I heard the noise, then I ran away. Will not be then, will be then.
Achha, just I gave you the meaning of scarcely, but that word is not wrong. You don't need to change scarcely to as soon as. I was giving you the meaning of this sentence. Scarcely means, I mean, I didn't pause a second. I simply flew. That's how, that's the effect that is created by using the word scarcely. There are two words here. Hardly did I hear the noise. Then I ran away. So hardly is followed by than, and scarcely is followed by when. This is the structure of the sentence that needs to be maintained. If and then, then is not used either with hardly or with scarcely. It is not used. So if the sentence was hardly did I hear the noise, I'm going to write it as then I ran away. And scarcely did I hear the noise when I ran away. Please understand that these combinations are like fixed. Hardly goes with than, scarcely goes with when. And none of these two, yeah, neither of these two goes with then. Okay. Let us put down the correct answer.
Miss, you said hardly goes with is followed by
Than.
than.
THAN. So it is not THEN, it is WHEN. Being a fine day, I left my umbrella home.
Miss, it will be I left my umbrella at home. We need to add a preposition.
I left my umbrella home. No, I think that's fine. Without the at also it's fine. I left it home. Where did you leave it? I left it home. I left it in the house. I left it home. Both are okay. Like you say, I'm going home. I'm going to home. No, I'm going home. To is not used there. So I left my umbrella in my house. All right, fine. I left my umbrella in my home. No, I left my umbrella home. Being a fine day, I left my umbrella home. Think of this sentence. Being a helpful person, he contributed a percentage of his income to charity. Being a helpful person, comma, he contributed. So, being a helpful person refers to he. Being a fine day, I left my umbrella home. Being a fine day, does it refer to I? It cannot. It cannot refer to I. So it cannot start with being a fine day, comma I, because structurally being a fine day has to refer to I if I am writing it this way, which does not make sense because I am a person, not a day. So I want to say the fine refers to day and not to I. I'm going to begin the sentence with it. It being a fine day. That means it was a fine day. It being a fine day, I left my umbrella home. That's how it goes. His father in a terrorist blast lost his legs.
His father lost his leg in a terrorist blast.
Yeah, both of you are right. You both gave me the same answer. His father lost his legs in a terrorist blast. Rahul, to earn his livelihood, started selling newspaper.
Rahul started selling newspaper to earn his livelihood.
Fine, right. That's the correct order. Rahul started selling newspaper to earn his livelihood. Students are requested to punctually pay their fees.
Students are requested to pay their fees punctually.
Yes, good. Because the verb is pay and punctually is the adverb. And the adverb comes after the verb and not before the verb. You're right. They looked at dancing in the rain the children outside.
They looked at the children outside dancing.
They looked at the children outside dancing in the rain. No. The order, yeah. I couldn't hear. If you could write it in the chat box, is that possible?
Can I give you my answer?
Yes, please.
They looked outside at the children dancing in the rain.
No. There could be a better order, rearrangement. Reorder the sentence so it sounds very clear.
Ma'am, can I
Yeah.
try?
Hmm?
They looked at the children dancing in the rain outside.
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. They looked at the children dancing in the rain outside. That order is fine. Dancing in the rain outside. I have sent with the letter a check worth rupees 5,000.
I have sent a letter. I have sent a check worth rupees 5,000 with the letter.
Yes, perfect. I have sent what? I have sent a check. I have sent a check with what? With the letter. So this structure is very clear. This ordering is very clear. I have sent a check worth rupees 5,000 with the letter. Great. He as well as his sister have secured A grade.
He as well as his sister has secured.
Why has? There are two people here, right? So why has?
Now, since we are mentioning as well as sister, we don't need to have in the sentence.
So if we mention as well as, what difference does it make to the sentence?
It already tells us that there are two people there.
There are two people, clear. There are two people. It is he and his sister. So there are two people. But by using as well as, how does have changed to has? Can you explain?
I can't explain it.
It's okay.
Right.
It sounds right, so you gave me the answer. Okay, good. Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Yes.
he as well as his sister secured A grade.
But why did you omit have?
Ma'am, because it is not sounding correct.
See, if what's the difference between using have and not using have. Let me give that explanation to you. He secured A grade. It could be at any point of time in his life. It could be he secured A grade a year ago, 10 years ago. In his 10th standard, he secured A grade anytime. That was in the past, does not signify when. When exactly in the past does not signify. If I use has or have, it means recently done. He has secured, that means in the recent exam that was held. So has and have refer to something that is just over. The action is recently done. So you don't have to omit have because it is signifying a point of time or a period of time. It simply signifies in the recent times by including have or has. Do you agree with the student who just mentioned a few seconds ago that have needs to be converted to has? Does anybody agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you're only wondering what could be the explanation to it, but you all know the answer. Is that the case? Yeah.
Ma'am, when we use the word and, like Ram and Shyam are good friends. So here we are talking about both. So we use the plural form of the verb. But here, when we use the word as well as, so he as well as his sister. So he is singular and his sister both are singular. So we use the word singular. We use singular noun verbs here.
Okay. That was a good explanation. He has secured A grade. His sister has secured A grade. And that's how it is understood when you use the phrase as well as. So as well as makes it singular because it makes it two separate clauses. He has secured A grade. His sister has secured A grade. He as well as his sister has secured A grade. As well as, just like either, just like neither, even as well as carries a or demands a singular verb. No professional course is least popular
Ma'am,
with girls.
ma'am, I have a doubt. So if we use he has, I is also singular. So with I we always use have.
I goes with have. You are right. So if this sentence was, I as well as my sister has secured, once again it is going to be has and not have, because as well as carries a singular verb. And I understand I goes with have, but then I is still singular. Your doubt is very good actually, but it looks like a riddle. But I would say look at whether it is singular or plural and just put it as has for singular and have for plural, even if it is I.
Okay, ma'am.
No professional course is least popular with girls. Anyone? No professional course is least popular with girls. There are three degrees of comparison. What are they? The positive degree?
Comparative and superlative.
Yeah, the comparative and the superlative degree. So least belongs to which degree of comparison? Least.
Superlative.
It's a superlative degree. And you generally use the superlative degree when there is a comparison of more than, among more than two groups or two people, right? More than two, superlative. What is the positive version of least? Less. Comparative version?
Lesser.
Lesser? Least. Yes. Here, where is the comparison happening? No professional course is less popular with girls. You understand? Not least popular, because it's course. No professional course is less popular with girls. Least, superlative comes in when there is a comparison with more than two. For example, he was the least of all affected. That means there are all more than two and he was the least affected. But then here it's only less popular, positive degree. Next one, he wants to fulfill his father's desire.
He wants to fulfill his father's desire. Apostrophe S for fathers.
Yes, you are right. You are right, yeah. The apostrophe is missing in this sentence. The shopkeeper sold 7 dozens oranges.
The shopkeeper sold 7 dozen of oranges.
Dozen of. So did you make two changes here? You removed S from dozens and you included of there.
Yes.
Okay, one of the two is right.
Ma'am, it will just be
Yes,
the
it can be
shopkeeper
dozen. It's just off. The shopkeeper sold 7 dozens of orange. That's right. It's fine. As dozens.
Ma'am, how about just
So dozens is fine. Of needs to be put in there. Are you saying that?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Any other answer?
Yes, ma'am. Dozens is not fine. We need to take out the S and no need of adding off.
Why do you say that?
Because dozen in itself mean that there are multiple. We don't need to add dozen.
Yes, it's a collective noun. And 7 dozen oranges. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to put dozens. The shopkeeper sold 7 dozen oranges.
Okay.
Yeah, collective noun. You're right. He with his friends have gone to the theater.
He and his friends have gone to the theater.
But I want to say he went with his friends. So I can use with his friends. That phrase is fine.
Has gone to theater.
Why has? But there are many people who have gone, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Ma'am, like in the previous sentence also we did. There are two, so we use has and not has.
So as well as takes a singular verb. In the same way, with also, with, along with. These two words also take singular verbs. Why? Because the subject is singular. The subject is he. And the subject is not he with his friends. The subject is he. he has gone to the theater with his friends. That's exactly what is the meaning of the sentence. That's why have is not connected to friends, but it actually is followed, is connected to he. And he being singular, he with his friends has gone to theater. Actually, it's not theater, it's to the theater. Please note down this: with and along with generally are followed by singular verb if the subject is singular, as in this case, plural verb if the subject is plural, as in they with their friends have gone. Then it won't be has.
Ma'am, can you repeat what you said?
Yes. So, just a second. He with his friends. Now, with his friends is a phrase. All right. And the main clause of this sentence is he has gone to the theater. So, when you have this phrase with, have this word with or along with, if any of these two words are coming in a sentence, are used in a sentence, then please check what is the subject. Is it a singular subject or is it a plural subject? In this sentence, it is a singular subject, he. Then the verb also has to be singular, has. But supposing I write this sentence as they with their friends, now then it will not be has even if I'm using with. Then the subject they is plural, and so the verb have also should be plural, should be used. Okay. So don't be confused with his friends, whether friends is the subject or he is the subject. It is he who is the subject. And that's why it goes with has and not have. Try out the next one. Please repeat your statement again.
Miss, please repeat your statement. There's no need of adding again.
Yeah, because again is a repetition. It's repeated. Again means repeat, and repeat means again. So twice you don't need to have it. You're right. Please repeat your statement. I'm taking out again. You are requested to please attend the meeting.
You're requested to attend the meeting. Again, there's a repetition.
Yeah, you're right. Because please itself is a request. And request means please. So by using both, you are getting into redundancy or repetition. Last one, it is a very unique kind of mobile handset. It is a very unique kind of mobile handset. That means it's so exclusive. Unique is exclusive.
Yes, it is a very unique mobile handset.
Kind of is fine. That's okay. There's no error there.
It is a unique kind of mobile handset.
Sorry, can you repeat your answer?
It is a unique kind of mobile handset.
Why did you cancel the word very?
Ma'am, because unique itself defines that it is something different. So it doesn't
Alright,
need
so
any very.
yeah, actually you're right. Unique means exclusive, and something cannot be like more exclusive or very exclusive, because exclusive itself is like something incomparable to the others. That's what unique means. So something cannot be very unique. It doesn't go with unique. Very doesn't go with unique, because unique itself means one of its kind. So the word very needs to be removed. It is a unique kind of mobile handset. Let me unshare the screen.